if I had a niece or if I had a sister and I told her, I was like, hey, just to let you know, there's some studies. It might have to do with your endocrine system.
Yeah, but why do you think women are having burnout, endocrine disruption, cancer, depression?
She started getting pimped out, like being part of the association in Miami Beach.
I wonder what her mental health is like now.
And we are back at it with another episode here in the men's room. Come on in, grab a seat, get yourself comfortable. Please like the video on your way in. For this video, we've got some great clips on lesbian divorce, as well as women's health, and do women really help each other out? This video is a bit longer than normal, so I will just let it run to avoid any disruptions. Enjoy the content, and I will see you all towards the end.
Okay, that's the whole point. So here's the thing. I go on shows all the time and I bring up the 70 to 80% divorce rate. We talk about this all the time, right? So then women say, well, you shouldn't be looking for whoever initiates the divorce. You should be looking for the reason why there's a divorce. Maybe it's still the man's fault, even though it's the woman who files for divorce. Yeah. So what's a way scientifically we can control for that? How about we just remove men altogether and we look at lesbian couples versus homosexual couples and we look at the divorce rate. So if what women are saying is correct and it's men to blame, what we should find is the same level of divorce, or lesbians should be divorced less. And what do we find? Anybody want to take a guess?
Oh yeah.
No.
What do you find?
Oh yeah, because you were real good.
What's the reason?
Yeah. Okay.
I can take a guess.
You have no men to blame.
I can take a guess.
What do you think?
I mean, I know you have an agreement, so it's obviously gonna agree with what you are saying, so it's gonna be women.
Okay, how much more? How much more do you think?
I don't know. Like it was 150 the other time, so maybe like 100 this time.
You're exactly right. Yeah. Women file for divorce, lesbian couples file for divorce 100% more than gay men file for divorce. Mm-hmm. So even when you don't have men to blame, you are still leaving relationships faster.
Listen. I love this. Yo. She didn't skip nothing, bro. She didn't skip nothing.
Do you understand? And by the way, do you want to know the number one?
This is why women deserve less book in stores, ninjas. God damn.
Do you want to know what precipitates lesbian divorce the most? Do you want to know what it is? It's when lesbian women have children. And when they have children, I don't know the data on this, but I will bet you every penny I have that the lesbian member that files for the divorce is the one who is the biological mother of the child. I almost guarantee you. Because homosexuality for women is a spectrum, and for men it's more binary. So what happens is all of a sudden she has a baby and she looks over at her partner and she looks at the baby and looks at her partner and thinks about, I need someone to protect, provision, provide, and it's not you. And so I'm going to go start dating men again. And that's essentially what happens. And I'm out. So that's essentially what happens. So even when you don't have... when ladies don't have men to blame, they're still leaving relationships more.
Wow. I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
Yeah, but why do you think women are having burnout, endocrine disruption, cancer, depression? I mean, there's all these issues with women's health because they're trying to be a man.
They're trying to,
No, I spoke to a hormone doctor about this. He said like women and men don't handle stress the same, and it really messes up our hormones being like high stress positions.
And you know what the matter is, if you stay in your feminine energy and you come home and you look after your partner, your man is going to want to look after and do everything in his power to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
That's as simple as I can explain it. Like, as long as you stay in your feminine and you look after that man, he's going to do everything for you, regardless, like naturally. But earlier with what I was saying, if you're not showing certain things to him, he's going to see that. All right, cool. Yeah, she's not really my kind of, I'll sit back. I'm there, but I'll sit back a little bit. But if he sees you're making effort, like even cooking's if you want to get through to a man's heart, it's through his belly.
100%.
Simple as that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I fell into the boss babe culture for a long time when I was obese and then I started losing weight, but I was still in the boss babe culture. I was like, oh, I don't need a man, like I'm fine. And it was when I had the daddy issues, when I didn't have a good relationship with my father. And it wasn't until I healed my relationship with my father that I was like, oh, okay, I actually, it's really important that I don't have to work like a man. I was so stressed. I was so anxious all the time, and then I just let it go. I was like, I don't need to do that.
If I had a niece or if I had a sister and I told her, I was like, hey, just to let you know, there's some studies. It might have to do with your endocrine system.
Well, ain't that right? You ain't lying.
It might have to do with your neurochemicals. But for some reason, when you have more sexual partners, it doesn't allow you to imprint on the man that you end up wanting to marry. And so that may cause you to have a worse relationship. If I tell that to my niece, is it because I don't love her? Or is it because I do love her?
You do love her. Because you do love her.
So I'm giving good advice to my female friends and female family members because I do love them. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
That's not misogyny. The point of the point of the data is to show you what reality is. God help me.
Growing up with you as my mom, like you played both roles, the dad and the mom. And so that was very interesting because I grew up thinking, oh, I don't need men. Like, men are terrible. And I even thought my father was terrible, but now he's like my best friend.
And I think where the good women are going is they think that it's a bad thing to be feminine. I think that the mindset of women today feel like, if I'm like that.
And now if you're feminine and traditional online, people are like, you're not a feminist, you hate women, you are terrible, you are a disgrace to society, you should go die. And it's like, wait, what? Like, women are the most beautiful things on the planet.
100%.
They create human beings. Men cannot create human beings. So why are women putting women down? Well, I think it's probably because women want women to fail and see them.
I think it's because we're not supposed to be competing with our mom's generation.
No.
Because the thing is, like, if you have a 45-year-old and you have like a 25-year-old girl, it's like a lot of times the guys you might want are the same age. Because women like 45 tend to want guys it's like 5 to 7 years younger, where women 25 want guys 5 to 7 years older. There's crossover. And I think bitter older women that don't want you to win will tell you the wrong information.
True.
And it's because, like, if they're being a hoe, right? Like, what's the worst feeling when you take a test and you fail? What's the worst feeling? When everyone else succeeded, right? But if you turn around and they say, I failed too, it's like you feel a little bit better. So it's like these women want other people to be miserable in their negative decisions.
It's true, and I've lost
and you know
hundreds of people because of it, because of succeeding in my relationship and having a healthy relationship with my father. People dislike me because of that. And it's like, why do you hate me for having a healthy relationship with my family and my
So would you say?
And especially online, they don't want you to win.
No,
So, Pearl,
they want you to fail. They want you to be divorced, miserable, sad, fat, on your phone, on TikTok, dying. I mean,
so
it's
would
terrible.
you say that?
Yeah, so I think you got to understand that there's always exceptions to the rule, and sometimes there's gross exceptions to the rule, but what I'm saying in general is that most women that do sex work are going to have a very difficult time finding a man of value to take them seriously.
I agree with you, but
So then why are you giving them bad advice saying your jack is still out there?
Yeah, tell them they have no hope.
I just have seen some really nice couples in the city, and they're both into it, and they support each other, and they have kids together eventually, and it gets good eventually.
Rare. But how often is that?
Rare. It's rare. It's rare, but...
So wouldn't it be better to just give people a better probability versus telling them, hey, it's a possibility?
It's a possibility, but... And something else you guys said is that every girl in this club strip club is having sex. And when I moved here, I specifically...
I never said that.
Or most.
I said a majority of exotic dancers or strippers are having sex.
Which is true. It is true.
But when I moved here, they said specifically, like, don't say prostitution and stripping is the same thing. It's an insult. That's all. Like, that's...
I'll say it. It's the same thing.
It isn't the same thing.
But when you're...
It's not the same thing because that's not what clubs are for. It's a strip club. But if you choose to do that extra stuff...
They're not going there for fucking blue balls. They're going there to see which one wants to fuck. Like, let's be real.
I agree with you. But you don't have
All right.
Who?
You don't have to be a stripper and
there's
fuck
gonna be
in the
broke
club.
strippers.
You don't have to have
Yeah,
sex.
we're a broke stripper then.
So how much you make stripping?
No, if you
how much
choose
you making a night stripping not having sex?
If you choose... I don't have sex. It's
I'm saying,
whatever
so how
I
much
make.
do you make?
It's none of your business. It's none of your business.
It ain't enough. That's why it's not my business.
Okay, no, because I don't even want to have this conversation with you. Like, that's just
I'm
it.
sorry. I've said some mean things to you. Yo, chat, go up to a strip club and go throw some ones. Make her happy. I'm sorry.
Okay. I see strippers as like they're also artists in their way. Maybe prostitutes are artists
going
too,
too far.
but they have dancing. They go to Muscle Beach. They practice. They're strong. They see it as a sport. So a sport they make money with. So
and sometimes that shit's actually like really like
nice to watch.
It is like
them
pole
on the
dancing
pole
and stuff like that.
It's actually really cool.
It's like,
So tell all your friends to go start stripping, right? Like,
Hey, question for you. If it's so artistic and everything else like that, why aren't you a stripper?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, she's so old.
I respect stripping. I respect everything. I'm so old. Yeah, I'm so old. I'm older than you though. That's true. I
No, but
I respect strippers. I respect what you want to do.
If it's so awesome, why don't you do it?
I'm a little bit emotional, and if I was to like get on that level, I think I kind of might be too sensitive. That's just who I am. But I love going there. I love learning from them. I like did the moves and everything, but I just don't do it. But
why don't you do it?
Because I'm first of all,
for everybody. Like a fan.
It isn't for everybody.
I'm a huge fan.
You sound like a fan.
She goes to the strip club and just watches.
I'm an emotional person. I can't really I feel everything, so I can't get up there like that.
What do you feel?
It was just never for me. When I moved here initially, like after college, I was like, okay, could I do this? Could I make money with sex? Could I? But it just wasn't for me. A lot of my friends got into it.
And how are they doing? The ones that got into it, are they emotional wrecks?
No, a lot of the girls, they bought cars, they bought houses, and they continue the path of being like an older person in the industry.
Do they have a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny?
See, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Like, look, and this is why I gotta check you, because you're giving really bad, destructive advice to women, saying, no, it's okay, go be a stripper, go do whatever. What you don't understand is that the probability of them finding a man that they want, that wants them back, that they'll actually respect and admire, is very low.
Look,
that's setting them up for failure.
And also, here's the biggest issue, right? Those girls that are doing that whole plan or whatever of getting the club, leaving, they're still there today. They didn't get out. Yeah. So that in itself is a trap.
No girl wants to be at a club with random dudes that are horny as fuck touching them. Like every single dancer I know is either an alcoholic or does drugs to cope with doing that. Yep. Most women don't want to be touched and observed by strange men. Matter of fact, you said it yourself. You can't do it. Well, guess what? Most women can't. Most women don't want to be touched by strangers, which is why OnlyFans have blown up in popularity, because women that were able to strip before are now able to do it online. But regardless, it's going to follow them because now it's on the internet. So now guys don't touch you in person, but now they're looking at you virtually, and that's going to affect your ability to get a guy to take you seriously. Why would you have went through 4 years of college at Virginia Tech and busted your ass, etc., if you could have just made money stripping? There's a reason why you did that. You did it because you understand, damn, if I go down this route, I'll make fast money, but it's going to have slow problems. I'm going to have issues with finding a man down the road. Do you seriously think the guy that you're with now would have taken you seriously if you were a stripper?
No, but he's also known me since I was 18. He knows everything.
The answer is fuck no. So why would you advise other women to take a route that you wouldn't even take yourself?
I understand what you're saying. It's just if I'm going to come on here and I'm the oldest girl on the panel, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, don't do that. That's bad for you. They got to find their sexuality and what they want if on their own.
If you had a daughter, would you want her to strip? Your daughter? Why not?
Why not?
Because I want to. Because it's dirty.
It's
I want to protect them from those bad people.
It's art. No, it's art, right?
Let me give you temporary.
And hold on, that's the problem, is that women don't tell each other the truth. You literally just gave them very destructive advice, and a lot of them are significantly younger than you too and impressionable. They might actually take that and be like, you know what, I want to do this. And then 10 years down the road, they can't find a guy and they're fucking crying at home with cats.
But they don't have the same emotions as me. I'm going to go strip. I'm going to go cry after. They're going to strip. They're going to count their money.
What? Really?
What?
Yeah, they don't have the same emotions as me. I'm too
what
like.
If I
just told you I'm sensitive.
Hold on.
Like,
what the fuck up?
What if I told you most women are sensitive and most women are way more similar than they think they are?
I think all women are pretty kind of the same.
Thank you.
No.
And they also don't have the same pressure from their family. Like I don't want to put my parents in the hospital, dude. Like that's the end of it. I could never choose. It was never in the cards for me.
Take it to the mic, please.
It was never in the cards for me to go into that industry. I have all eyes on me. I have my parents stalking me till I'm like, they'll never stop watching what I'm doing. So I never.
You're 30 years old. The fuck?
It doesn't matter if I'm 50. I'm Moroccan. They don't care. The culture's like that, and they could probably understand.
Oh, shit.
It's just interesting that you give advice that you wouldn't necessarily even follow yourself, and you deep down you know that it's like a path to destruction, but you're saying, no, go ahead, it's okay. It's like, this is what I mean when I say women don't give each other good advice. You guys give each other retarded advice.
One of my best friends took the route of being a high-end escort when we were about like 22, and she started getting pimped out, like being part of the association in Miami Beach.
Wonder what her mental health is like now. Like, yo, this is a difference. Like, if a dude's a bum, I'm gonna tell him, bro, you need to get a job. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a bum. But like girls don't want to tell each other the truth. Like, hey, you probably should stop doing that. Hey, that's probably not the best move. But women don't tell each other the truth ever. And you're like, well, she's uplifting the wrong way.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
And there you have it. It's a crazy world that we're living in. Please like this video, comment, subscribe for more content. For those of you that wish to support this channel, please visit the PayPal link in the description box below. And we'll see you all next time.